although he did make some singing records. And he sang it. And afterwards, the room was quiet. And he looked around. Well, is everybody here? He thought they'd left. And no, they were still there. And he said they were crying. I said, was it that bad? They were absolutely impressed by it. They were floored by it, by the words. The days of wine and roses, laugh and run away, like a child at play. Cross the meadowlands and through a closing door, a door marked nevermore, that wasn't there before. Bam! How can you do that? How can you sit down and write that on a piece of paper? I think the paper would burn up in my hands. I couldn't do it. And I thought, how did he do that? I just, when the chills run up and down my spine when I see something like that. I can't imagine anybody writing stuff like that. So, Johnny Mercer is one of my favorite songwriters, but most people have never heard of him. So I don't know what to tell you, except that show business by itself, like the movie industry and all that, is like the music industry, only 10 times worse. You could be, you got to have a bunch of lawyers on your side. I mean, on your side.
Do you think it's always been like that, or has it gone worse? Do you think?
It has always been like that because, I mean, since it began, so to speak, it wasn't invented by the movie industry was not invented by scientists or by playwrights or people that wrote screenplays. It was invented by a bunch of tailors who wanted to put in a Nickelodeon. And they wanted to play things. People come in their shop and put a nickel in and say, hey, this is another way to make money. You know.
So what advice would you give to somebody who's really trying to pursue a music career or an acting career?
Forget it.
Really?
Or freaking get it.
What was the best piece of advice you ever got, and who gave it to you?
Was forget it, basically. Artie Shaw told me. Artie Shaw was a famous band leader that I accidentally ran into at one time. And I asked him about Eddie Sauter, who again is a name nobody's ever heard of, but he's well-known in the industry as an arranger and a composer. And he said, Eddie Sauter, you know Eddie Sauter? And I was immediately an object of respect for him. And you know, we just talked it over, and he said, no. We were standing outside in a freezing cold parking lot outside in UCSB, and I was freezing standing there talking to him, and he was saying, don't get in the music business, get into anything else, distribute soft drinks, do something else. You know, and I realized that that's true. You could think you got everything tied up, and it'll suddenly turn on you.
Do you think it's better to keep it as a personal passion then?
Huh?
Do you think it's better to keep it as a personal passion as opposed to making it a career?
I don't know. Anything I've written that's any good is accidental. It just happened. But I wasn't even thinking about it most of the time. And I think it's the thing that it really does for you, if you can get past it, past the fact that you're doing it, is realizing that you're not doing it, that you're all the ideas that you're getting are from your unconscious, and they're not really yours. And there they are, but it doesn't matter. And so you get the feeling you're just sort of seeing it come out of the ends of your fingers. When I used to play at Nordstrom's, I'd be playing very beautifully, just absolutely wonderfully, and oh, this is great, and it was just no problems at all. The notes were just coming out of the ends of my fingers, you know, and nobody would stop. They go on, and nobody would say anything. If I was playing really badly, I came in with a headache, and my nails were too long, and I had made some mistakes in getting up that morning or something, and I was playing really poorly, and people would stop by the ton, say, "Oh, you're playing beautifully." So I looked at my mirror and said, "Well, okay, what is it? What's going on? You can fool with the universe if you want, but you can't fool with me." And so I tend to be very disrespectful toward the powers that be, so-called powers that be. Anyway, I would, if you're going to do it, you fall in love with it, you do it. You do it whether you want to or not, and you'll be sitting there thinking of something, and suddenly you write it down. You know, and somebody says, "What are you doing?" It's a thought, and that'll sit there for 10 years and suddenly develop into something. And I just do not know how that works. The best song I ever wrote, which I will try and play for you if I can, is, like I said, it took me 20 years to put together. The gas station one.
What did you name it?
Huh?
What did you name the song?
Oh, I called it One Sunday Afternoon, or the Fred Astaire song. And figuring, and I played it at a friend's house who was a composer for the films, and I noticed that he wouldn't give me any tips after that. I mean, he was helping me, you know, come up with ideas for background, and he stopped doing that. And I was talking to one of the other guys there who was a writer. He wrote all the Tom and Jerry scripts for Hanna-Barbera, and he said, "Don't you understand?" He said, "You're competing with him now." "You're kidding. I'm just an amateur." He said, "No, you're not." He said, I used to invent a lot of magic tricks, mind reading tricks, and stuff like that. I do a lot of that.
Oh.
And I did a lot of that too. And this guy would say to me, he said, "Forget all that, write song." And I haven't done that, of course. I'm still fooling with it. Anyway, I'm taking up too much time.
Just a quick question. Did you perform as a magician for a time?
Oh yeah.
And tell us about that. What venue did you use, and what kind of tricks did you do?
Well, I did just ordinary, you know, making things vanish and appear and stuff like that. And then it suddenly occurred to me, I could talk, you know, as you could have noticed. I can talk my way out of almost anything. And so I would kick along what I was doing with some other stuff. There were some other kids that did some magic, you know, and one of the guys was, his father was the manager of the phone company, and he had more money, so he got all this fancy equipment. And I thought, I was real jealous of him. And then people would call me up for, you entertained us last month, can you come back and do it again? Sure. Well, why don't you get Wayne? He's got all. They said, "Oh, you're much better." I said, "What? What do you mean?" I thought that because he had all the expensive apparatus that he was much better. He wasn't. He had no presentation. He just say, "Well, here's the handkerchief. Here's another handkerchief.
So you're a natural performer.
Yeah, I was a ham, a natural idiot, and it just came out, you know. Stuff that somebody would say something or clear their throat or shuffle their feet in the audience, and I would say something along those lines, and it would work out. And I began doing more and more what we call readings, you know, card readings, tarot readings, and things like that, because I saw that that's where it really was. People didn't care about card tricks; they cared about what you could tell them about themselves. And so I began doing a lot of that, and I ended up spending 3 years on the Psychic Friend Network, on the phone, talking to people. Have you Neilsen extension 7198? How can I help you? Yeah, that's what I said. They said, well, you tell me. I said, hey, man, are you going to pay Stump the Psychic? Or do you want me to? Because you're paying for this. It's $5 a minute, you know. You want to do that? That's fine with me. I can earn a lot of money off of you. Or do you want some answers? Okay, let's go with the answers. And, you know, because I cut them down. I said, don't waste your money. Don't piss it away. Yeah. Anyway, so I did that, a lot of that. And I specialized in that. I'm still specializing in that.
How did you learn how to be able to read people through cards? How'd you get into that?
Sneakily. It was there was a guy who's he invented this whole series of processes for doing readings. He wrote a book called Forbidden Wisdom, was the name of the book, and it was how to do read handwriting, how to read palms, how to read numbers, how to do different things, and he had little systems for them, and they were basically all the same system, but he worked them out so that they were easy to memorize. And he said, now this is up to you. He said these things, this means this means this. He said you just don't say this means this. You look at the situation, you feel the situation. What does this mean in terms of what you're going to tell the person, and so on. Oh. Then it gets to the point where you're actually doing things to make sense to people, and you become almost a shrink. Only I never said I was. I never, and so I never, Peter. Sometimes people accuse me of all kinds of things. You're working for Satan.
Were you?
Just like I can't answer that.
That's what I know of.
Could you tell one of these young ladies their fortune, or their what you? Let's say one of them had called you up. What would
Yeah,
you
say
tell
I
them?
called you.
Huh?
Say I called you. What would my future be, or my fortune?
Okay, of course you're thinking of a gentleman too. I knew that, but that's obvious. Suppose you had a deck of cards in front of you, and you, with your left hand, you cut off about half of them, and you turned up one card. What would that card be?
Ace of Spades.
Ooh. Okay. Try it again. Cut the deck again, and turn up another card.
5 of Diamonds.
One more.
Queen of Hearts.
King of Hearts?
Queen.
Queen. Oh, okay. Okay, Ace of Spades. That's too obvious. Everybody picks that up because they think it's a death card. It isn't. It never has been. Never will be. What was the second? The
5 of Diamonds.
Okay. money, obviously, money is involved with diamonds, suits. You know, this is the kind of thing that this guy wrote in his book. He said if you turn up diamonds, this has to do with finances, obviously. You know, and hearts have to do with personal relationships. So it's fairly easy to figure these things out. And 5 of diamonds is a communication. You are somehow, you're going to receive a communication regarding money, and it also has to do with what's the word? With business. It's either a job offer or something like that, or you're offering somebody else.
So it's a good thing?
Huh?
It's a good thing?
Yeah, I think so, because, let's see, of the 3 cards that you picked, 2 of them are red, which is good. What was the third one?
Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, Queen of Hearts, that's very fortunate. That's a good girl. Good girl card. That doesn't mean you're always going to be a good girl. It means you're going to be a good girl. But a queen is an older woman, you know, an older lady. Queen of Hearts, again, this is more like someone in your family, or someone that's close to you. It's not necessarily in your family, but a neighbor or something that you trust, and they're going to give you advice that's good advice, and they're going to help you. This situation, well, everybody in your age group has problems with the opposite sex, no matter what. Day and night and day, you are the one. And you're gonna have your problem. You're gonna have yours. Perhaps a few more than normal. But this lady's gonna help you. It's like an aunt or somebody that'll take you to one side and say, look, okay, what about this? What about this? Do you do this? And so on. And she's gonna be a real help to you. In other words, there's going to be people that will give you advice. That will be what I would call religious advice, although that's not exactly what I want to say. They would say, don't do the wrong thing. Don't sin, so to speak. Don't do this, because it says somewhere that this is wrong. But this lady is not going to say that. She's going to say, don't do this if it doesn't work for you. If it does work for you, do it. You know? And so she's putting it on your shoulders. And you have to figure it out. And it's not necessarily going to be easy, but it's going to be simple. Simple is much harder to find than easy. Easy is... If it's too easy, it won't work for you. But the Ace of Spades is business, and it's also a trip, a business trip of some kind. And the 5, that's the letter, the letter, what do you call it?
Number?
Email, whatever, anything. It's a communication of some kind, a phone call. Like yeah, I can't think of his name. He's an excellent lyric writer, and he used to write for Frank Sinatra and all these people. And he would say, people would say, what do you write first? The words of the music. What do you get first? He says, the phone call. Phone call is first. Frank will call up and say, hey, I need newer lyrics for this. When can you have them? You know, just like that. And that's what those three cards tied together with. The Ace of Spades and the Queen of Hearts are more tied together than the one in the middle, the Five of Diamonds. That's there, and it is tying the two together, but it doesn't have to be right there right now. It may be off to one side for a while, but it's there. It's weird.
You would really get paid $5 a minute for this? You'd get paid $5 a minute?
No, I didn't get paid $5 a minute.
Oh.
That's what they charge. I got paid, I think about 50 cents a minute, which wasn't bad.
That's not bad.
But I didn't get paid $5. I did that for a long time.
Excellent, excellent. Does anyone have any additional questions?
I think we'll get.
This is just an opportunity for us to hear a few of the pieces of your story, and it's been really fun and really great. And I think that you're going to be amazed, Gene, when you see the edited version. It's going to be very, very cool. You've
Yeah.
offered so much. We just want to give you a round of applause
Yeah.
for
Thank
taking
you.
some time.
It was really fun.
Very fun. And it would be excellent if it's